I hate politicians. Politicians are not to be trusted because they're funded by donors, they're funded by foreign lobbyists. It's totally wrong because we should be coming first as American citizens because we pay taxes into our government to fix our roads, to keep food on our shelves. And it's just so much division right now that no one's on the same page of what Americans want. And it seems like these politicians are out to just divide us as a country. And getting into Gavin Newsom, I live in California and I don't like Gavin Newsom. I recalled him, I voted to recall him, but it seems like people in California at that time really didn't understand, especially with Larry Elder, who was trying to replace Gavin Newsom, and all these propaganda pieces, these hit pieces on Larry Elder being the black face of white conservative, white MAGA. It was ridiculous. And I posted that on my Instagram because it sounded ridiculous because of the hit pieces that they were putting out on him. Gavin Newsom probably spent millions of dollars on hit pieces and tried to stop the recall. Let's get into his State of the Union speech that he did, and we'll see at the end of the video.
That dream propelled us to the front of the pack to be the 5th largest economy in the world. Our values and our way of life are the antidote to the poisonous populism of the right and the fear and anxiety that so many people are feeling today. People across the globe, they look to California to see what's possible. Now we can live together and advance together and prosper together across every conceivable and imaginable difference. But the California way of life we recognize is under attack. For conservatives and delusional California bashers, their success depends on our failure. They want to impeach the very things that have made us successful as a tactic to turn America towards a dark.
And that's the thing of the State of the Union that he said seems so divisive, that he cast a whole net of Republicans, conservative MAGA Republicans, again, cast a whole net on Americans that if you think a certain way, you are wrong, and that abortion is a single wide issue, just a single wide issue that Democrats can only run on, because everything else that they're running on policy, it is not good. Gas prices are super high. Like California have hidden taxes that it's hard for other companies to compete in. You have crime going up. Karine Jean-Pierre says that, you know, the crime rate decreases, but they're not reporting on it. San Francisco is horrible. Los Angeles is horrible. And yet we want to normalize this. He wants to normalize it. He's not doing anything about it. The cops, our laws are diminishing throughout the years. Again, I reported on that. And it's just sad that Gavin Newsom is just not the governor for us. He incites division. He calls out Republicans on a wide net, just being super vague. So it gets people like liberals to fight against the Republicans, and just complete division. It is sad that people out there are actually going to vote for this guy. He is such a tool, man. He's reading off a script, man. He's so out of touch from reality, from American people in California, speaking about real issues, especially crime, because it's getting worse out here. So be careful and get a gun, because that's super important. You can't rely on cops anymore. Like, if someone breaks in and you're waiting on the cops, it's going to be too late. So get that. First emergency is to, yes, so get a gun, man. People in California are getting guns, and it's not that we would like to use it. No, we use it for protection of our families, because what we see in today in California with homeless people, with illegal immigrants coming through the border, and it's just making it completely chaotic in California. It's not safe anymore. You got gangs with illegal weapons, break-ins, car thefts, um, home robberies, assaults on people. Everyone is talking about it, and yet some people think it's normal. Oh yeah, this is this is how it is in California. And then you have people leaving, a whole migrating people leaving to go to Texas, to Idaho, to Florida. And why is it that reason? Because California is going to shit, especially in these big cities. People aren't safe anymore. They don't feel safe anymore. To think that we should normalize this stuff. You see fires going off with homeless encampments, people with mental issues assaulting other people on the streets. San Francisco, if you don't remember, San Francisco at the time where Chinese officials were coming through, we cleaned that whole fucking city up. Crap was cleared, homeless people were cleared. There was little crimes here and there, but majority of it, they even said they didn't spend a lot of money or affect the deficit to clean up our city. So that it could be done. It could be done if we use the tools that we have now, and the law enforcement. You gotta bring back in law enforcement because they're super fucking important. I back the blue for this. But when politicians tell police officers to back down on certain things and not report on it, then yeah, it may seem like crime is not that bad, but normal citizens see it. Prices are too high, gas prices are too high, food is too fucking high. We're paying 3-4 times more in grocery stores now, especially California. The taxes are too fucking high, and that's why people are leaving. It's just disturbing to think that we should normalize this stuff.